Hi guys, it's Pig here from Team Exile 5 and we are at DreamHack Stockholm. It is getting late into the night of the first evening here. Group stage 3 is actually going on behind us, but right now I have a little interview slash chat with our housemate at the NYI house, Mr. PtitDrogo. So how about you introduce yourself for people who don't know you?
Well, hello, I'm 18 years old, I'm PtitDrogo, a Protoss player, and I'm currently playing for Team Nuit Blanche.
It's a pretty impressive beard for an 18-year-old. I just assumed you were like at least 22 just because of your beard.
Yeah, a lot of people assume that.
So you're currently playing for Nuit Blanche, which is obviously, I think they've been around for a pretty long time in the French scene, right?
Like, they've been around for a pretty long time, like 1996, I think. So, like, in Broad World, in World of Warcraft, a lot of shit, so yeah.
Okay, like that's pretty much when the internet was invented,
Yeah.
so... So you're currently living in the NYI house. You had a really good run here. I guess we should talk about your games first of all. So you demolished 4-0 in your first group stage, beating Madalisk and Defu, I believe.
Yeah.
And then in the second group stage, you 2-0'd Mana in the first run-in. Then you unfortunately went down 0-2 to Jaedong and very narrowly lost 1-2 to Mana in the rematch. How'd you feel about your performance for your first big LAN event?
Well, I guess I'm just happy to not have went like 0-2, 0-2 all the way. I got a pretty lucky group, like with Mana is a foreigner obviously, so I had a shot. And even with Jaedong, but yeah, overall I just feel happy. I would have liked to get demolished in the group 3, that would have been very nice. Not even sitting here with some win and a third place in my group, so yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I think that was actually a lot of players' goal because this tournament is so incredibly hard. Normally, I would have been happy to get demolished in the third group stages, you know, at maybe DreamHack Valencia. Yeah, it doesn't sound so great. But here it's actually a really, really incredibly hard tournament. So, yeah, it's been a pretty hard run. You are currently living in the NYI house, though. You're flying back there after this. Do you have a next big event planned which you're flying to? Or is it just kind of practice and maybe compete in some online stuff for the moment?
Well, like, except for a small French LAN, it's kind of the off-season in StarCraft, with even like the new season with all map. So I guess now you're just practicing and be the best and stuff. Like, for big events, there's no thing in sight.
Whenever you go for SC2, you're going to start just kind of like playing the online cups and that sort of thing, like just to keep in practice?
Like, I've been a ladder hero in this game for 3 years now. I can keep doing that, it's no fucking problem. Ladders and online cups, sure, that's some fun.
Do you rage at all on ladder when you're having grumpy days? Like, I don't just mean getting angry, I mean like BMing your opponents? Do you think you're a ladder BMer?
No, I never BM anyone in my life, but I do rage, sometimes hit my table when I'm pretty mad. So my table tickets, not my opponents.
I think that's a good way of doing it. I think a lot of players, even if they're not really BM on the ladder, they still give a bit of a punch to their table once in a while. So you're going back to the NY house for a few months. You're currently full-time. What ideally, where ideally would you want to see yourself 1 year from now?
1 year from now? I would like to actually be good enough to live off of that. It's gonna be a lot of work. I cannot know that. That's why I'm like my insanity house, just to be good at the game, to be able to live off it. So ideally that's the goal, but if I'm like just having a good time and going back to school, that's no problem. But even then, in all case, I think I will keep playing StarCraft 2.
Yeah. So you're just pretty much enjoying the game, want to push it to the level where you want to... Obviously, I think that's kind of the dream, right? If you can just do it full time, have your life completely supported by it, travel around the world. Do you think you'd ever consider going to stay in Korea at all, if that was ever an option to you?
No, it's just too far from everything. Like I'm not as crazy as State. You need to be twice, 3 times as good as you will be in Europe, and no, it's just not worth it. I think, unless you're like really fucking passionate about this.
Yeah, I think it's kind of hard at the moment. Like it used to be, you could get a seed into Code A, you could stay in the GOM house for free, all that sort of stuff, and there'd be other foreigners over there. But it's kind of a changed scene now. I think Europe's kind of the center, so it's a pretty good place to be. Cool. So any other things you like to do outside of StarCraft? What would you say? Any other hobbies you have?
Over video games? Like I do play a lot of guitar, like music and shit. Okay. You can't hear that because I didn't break my guitar because I had no space, but it's something I do quite well. And sometimes I play Civilization.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like I try to focus as much as possible on StarCraft. So to this question, ideally the answer will be nothing.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, playing guitar is pretty awesome. What sort of music do you like most?
Everything guitar related. Like I just learned to like everything. It's at first I was like metal forever, but now I like everything.
Did you used to have long hair at all for headbanging?
I tried to, but no, I can't have this kind of hair, sadly. So, no.
Cool, man. All right. Well, it's good to get to know a little bit more about you. I think it's a pretty damn impressive run for your first big premier event. Taking down Mana in one set, it's pretty damn impressive. And it was very, very close, the second set.
I would not call that impressive at all. I'm just happy to have beaten Mana, yeah. Like 3 weeks ago, I wouldn't have done that, so the practice is paying off a little bit. But like, I'm just hoping like in 3-4 months, it's going to be a lot better than that.
Any sort of structure to make sure you keep improving? Because a lot of players, I think, after they move to a team house, after 1 or 2 months, they kind of hit a wall. Do you think there's any habits which you'd advise other players, or anything you're focusing on to keep your improvement going?
Well, no, like, I'm not a fucking king of methodology, so I don't know. Like, I've started a small notepad thing, the wireless notepad. I have like 45 entry now of wireless stuff, so I guess that's a good idea, but no, like, I just play the game and try to be better. Sometimes I hit walls, I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna keep playing. I don't have any good methods, sorry.
Okay, cool. So just kind of keep enjoying it, see how it goes. Awesome. All right, well, good luck to you in the future. Any shout-outs to your team or sponsors before we let you go?
Well, I guess shout out to like World of CDK. Like, it's the sponsor of many events, like the Home Story Cup, they sponsor that too. Like, if you want to buy a game, it's probably cheaper there than anywhere else. So yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for more esports content. We'll see you guys next time.